view.
Right under here.
Wow.
Overtaking maneuvers are a breeze.
Diba? Sobrang okay. I don't think that's a good comparison.
I'm just talking, and if you're still watching, what the frick are you doing with your life?
Okay guys, so today we're with the BAIC B30e Dune. And wait lang, before we start, may kukunin lang ako. Power tailgate. Nauna na to.
Okay, this is a table, guys. It's also the tonneau cover.
Mag-IKEA muna tayo. So yes, may kasamang table yung B30e Dune. I think the last car we saw with the table was the CRV from the 90s. So, make table standard again.
Okay, may lalagyan na tayo ng gamit.
So first things first, this is a hybrid vehicle, so no coding. So this is powered by a 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine mated to 2 electric motors. So one in the front, one in the back, so it's 4-wheel drive. And guys, all of those motors together produces a whopping 403 horsepower and 685 Newton meters of torque. Whew. And get this, with the gas consumption of a tiny econo car. More on that later. So let's take a quick first look. First, we have this really beautiful LED headlights and wrap around daytime running lights. So parang siyang nagdo-double as a grill. I like that. Look at its really imposing boxy profile. Very cutesy, pero boxy nga. So here we have 19-inch wheels and oh my god, super cute lang. These actually light up. So we have fender lights front and rear. Ayan. We also get this satin finish stepboard over here that makes getting in and out of the car very easy. We have a glossy black power fold, power adjust side mirrors with 360 camera over here. We also have keyless entry. So for this one, nilagyan nila ng roof rack, ng box, and on the other side, nilagyan din nila ng ladder. So for this one, I really like the two-tone look. Very concise. Okay, now moving on to the rear. One thing I like about big cars, lalo na when I'm loading a lot of car parts and stuff, is if it's a power tailgate. Yes. And so this makes life very easy. It's also an intelligent power tailgate, so you can adjust the aperture of the tailgate. And look at this amount of space that we have. So we have a 60-40 split rear seats. So for this one, we also have, tingnan nyo, a 220-volt socket. So, pwede mo saksak yung mga appliances dito when you go camping. And as you've seen kanina, may table dito. Ayun yung table over there. So, the tonneau cover is actually a table. So, more camping stuff. Very useful. And of course, since it's a car, we can't not have a 12-volt socket. So, meron pa rin naman 12-volt socket. Tapos, underneath this compartment, we actually have our tire repair kit, emergency warning device, and yun nga, kanina dito nakastore yung mga legs ng table. So yeah, very spacious here at the back, and knee for scale, para lang makita nyo kung gaano ka-spacious. So it has a bit of a lip, pero yeah, you can still chill here at the back. Very nice. You can imagine like tailgate camping in the forest with your table and your 220-volt socket. Oh my god, look. I did not see this. Alright, so if we look up, oh my god, merong cute little BAIC logo over here. That's such a cute little Easter egg. I love it. Okay, so now let's see how much space we have if we fold down the seats. So guys, it's a bit of a process lang to fold this down. So you have to yank this first, then fold it down like this. So it's pretty much folded flat, but yun nga, medyo two-step siya i-fold. But actually, this design is very genius. Lipat ako sa kabila to show you. So usually, when you fold down seats in a normal car, pag binaba mo siya, may sisink pa yung cushion, di ba? So that means may space ka sa ilalim ng cushion na hindi mo nagagamit. Pero tingnan mo, with this two-piece design, when I pull this up, maximize talaga yung space dito sa ilalim ng chair. So instead of putting this component dun sa likod na sisikip yung trunk space, they were able to put some of the components right under here. Could be a battery, a control unit, or something. But yeah, basically good use of space. So see, ayun o, luwag o. Usable space. You can put a bed here. Again, pang camping. Perfect. Alright, now let's move on to the inside. So for the interior, it's actually quite plush. So easy to get in with this really nice low step board. I love it. Nakaka-poise. Ayan. So for this one, we have power adjust driver's seat. So this is 6-way. And then power adjust din sa passenger, but 4-way lang. You also have tilt and telescopic adjust steering wheel. So finding your driving position is super easy with this pairing. Tapos guys, tingnan nyo to. I like how na pag close ko yung door, yung step sill matatago. O, tingnan nyo to. Diba? Sobrang okay. Pero tingnan mo, pag inopen mo yung door, that's a pretty wide step sill. Like, wide though. Okay, now moving on inside. So this is what the cabin looks like. Let's start the car. So your ignition's over here. Once we click this, ayan, mag-a-adjust na yung seat to my seating position. Okay, so first things first, it's super nice, super linis ng dashboard. So we have this 10.25-inch screen over here for instrument cluster. Here we have our controls. We have this is my favorite. We have a 360 button over here. So once you click this, ayan, lalabas yung 360 camera over here. So kunyari in a tight space, and this is super helpful talaga, lalo na if hindi ka sure kung kasya ka or what. Ayan. So for this one, the centerpiece of the whole dashboard is this really big display. So right now, they don't have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But as of the moment, I know they're working to update. We have our aircon controls. We also have, ayan, ventilated and heated seats. So, ayan, if you want it ventilated. So now my back is getting cooled. We also have heated steering wheel. It's actually warm agad. Ang bilis ah. Before we move on, para mas kita yung details, buksan natin yung sunroof. So yes, meron siyang panoramic sunroof, guys. This is one of the best parts. So look at how the lighting is just gonna drastically improve. I love sunroofs. Pang vibes lang. Ayan, Miss Bright. Diba? Slay. So over here, we have my favorite, a wireless charging pad. So you can put other stuff pa dito sa gilid. We also have cup holders over here. They're a little shallow, but sakto lang. We also have this center cubby with this compartment that's removable. Let's take it out. Ayan, so it's a cool box with an aircon vent access. So underneath the center console, we actually have a 2-step cubby. So we have a USB port over here, a 220-volt socket, and so much space where you can put your abubots. I like how the parking button is good on. Parang it feels like a thruster. Very aircraft vibes. We also have this crystal drive mode selector. Ang ganda niya. Here are some of our drive modes. Sand, muddy road, wading, sport, eco, comfort. Ayan. So you may be wondering, nasan yung hazard button natin? So it took me a while to find it. It's actually here up top. So this is actually our hazard button. Ayan. So yan, naka-hazard na tayo. We have our dome lights over here. Very soft open, soft close ang ilaw. Ang cute. And as for the visor, tingnan natin, papasaba sa makeup test ko yung visor. Yes, meron siyang ilaw. Pwede. Oh, what's this? What's this? Why is there a parcel hook here? Interesting. Ayan, so pag mag-hook ka ng kortina siguro. It's interesting. You can put stuff there when you go camping. I think that's the purpose. So, I think meron din dito sa other side. Yeah, we also have the hook and the light. So, over here we have our glove box naman. Ayan, it's a press to open. Ayan, quite ample space. And then, we also have another hook over here. I like na maraming hooks. Very utility. So, yeah, that's pretty much the stuff in front. It looks super sleek. Ang daming soft touch parts. And I really love the two-tone colorway. We have the white to match the exterior of the car. We have grays, perforated leather. And we have orange stitching. Super cute. Okay, now moving on to the back. So here, the second row, it's actually quite easy to get in and out of. Again, thanks to this really nifty step board, it's easy to slide in and out of the car. Ayan, oh my God. Pang VIP ang niya, space. So, look at that knee room. Parang isang buong mukha ko yung kasya sa in between my knees and the driver's seat. I don't think that's a good comparison. But yeah, it's quite spacious. Look at that. Look at that headroom. Wow. And imagine if I'm gonna talk to the people in front, how far I have to lean forward. Guys, ang layo nyo. Okay, now let's check it out. Alright, let's close the car. I like how this feels like a door pull, but it's actually a plastic material. But it looks like a door pull. Ang cute, oh. That's nice. I like the mixed material, mixed textures. They're really making it look and feel so premium. So in front of me, we have a map pocket. We also have our own aircon vents over here at the back. We have a Type-C plug, a little cubby for charging our phones or small knickknacks. Ayan. So here at the back, it's super spacious. Kasha 3 people comfortably kasi walang hump dito sa gitna. So I'm gonna move at the center just to show you how much knee room I still have. Okay, so this is the aircon vent to my knees. Ayan o, tira mo. Maluwag pa rin. Yeah, so 5 people in this car are gonna be super comfortable. Like, talagang maximize yung space for people. So, you really get to see that, and I love it. We have bottle holders. You can fit 2 bottles over there. We also have a center armrest in case apat lang kayo sa car with cup holders. So, super nice. Let's put that away. Yeah, overall, it's pretty nice here at the back. And I don't mind driving it. I don't mind being the front passenger or being here at the rear. So you're gonna be comfy no matter where you are in this car. Actually, kahit lagay mo pa ako sa trunk, parang okay lang. Kasi look, luwag din, oh. So yes. Okay, that's pretty much it for our walk around. Okay, now for the driving part, let's go. Oh my god, the table. Almost forgot the table. Okay guys, so if you like this video so far, like, comment, subscribe, or you can also follow us on our other socials. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Now for the driving part. So you guys know I always mention sitting on it and in it, right? Like, nakapato ka ba sa seat? Or do you feel like you're sunk into the seat? Well, in this car, parang in between siya of both. It somewhat feels like driving a car, but you're still seated quite high with good visibility. I can see the hood no problem, making navigating traffic very easy, even if it is a big boy. But at the same time, I'm not too upright kasi medyo ano pa siya, reclined pa siya, oh. I'm still in a relaxed, laid-back enough seating position to be comfy driving it for hours on end. I'd say it's a Goldilocks sitting position. Perfect! Ayan guys, on ko na yung seat cooler. Medyo nainitan na ako. Ang ingay nung seat, patayin ko na nga lang yung fan. Eh, wait lang. Oh my god, may levels yung fan speed ng seat ventilation. That's cool. I mean, literally, it's cooling my back. Okay, so iwan natin siya sa 1. Alright, going back. As for the ride, you do feel the weight, but in a good way. This soft yet well-damped suspension had us running over road imperfections in comfort the whole time the B30 was with us. And thanks to that 400 horsepower 4-wheel drive system, we have no shortage of power and traction to pull this behemoth along. The instant torque from the EV motors make it feel so light when you're stepping on it. Overtaking maneuvers are a breeze, like super easy. To add, the way the throttle pedal is programmed, it's direct and linear, making it very easy for the B30 to do exactly what you want to. I tell it to go, it go. Now, because of the weight, the 400 horsepower doesn't feel as manic and crazy as it sounds. Pero it's really more than enough power to really get you going. If you put your foot down on the throttle for prolonged periods, you'd start to wish that the car had lower and stiffer suspension and lower profile tires. So that fast. But then that defeats the purpose. With sports car-like power, it's so easy to forget that the B30e Dune is an off-roader. The power comes in so smooth, buttery smooth. Tapos sometimes, pag nag-go-on yung petrol motor niya, hindi mo napapansin pa nga eh. It's such a refined power plant. As for the brakes, they're plenty adequate. Tapos, they're also probably the most responsive brakes I've felt. There's barely any play. Once you place your foot on the pedal, the brakes are there right away. Pero at the same time, they're not overly boosted. It makes modulating the brake easy. So it's really comfy for all the passengers. Like, hindi ka maging jerky with this car. Hindi ka gaganong-ganon while braking. Now, moving on to the fuel consumption. So as for the trip computer on this full tank of gas, we've been doing 8 liters per 100 kilometers. And noon nakailang times kami dumaan sa EDSA na super duper rush hour traffic niya na. Actually, it's so funny kasi you can see here, our average speed is 15 kilometers per hour lang. So it really tells you na we've been stuck in traffic. And the car has been on for 15 hours and 14 minutes. And we've already done 239 kilometers on this tank. Now, if we convert that, it actually translates to 12.5 kilometers per liter. Now, I know what you're thinking. Baka you're thinking na, parang that's not so tipid for a hybrid ah. Some might even say na kaya ng turbo diesel yan and you might even get the same results. But I beg to differ. Guys, remember, you have 400 horsepower on tap, always ready. Then you have the smoothness and quietness of the petrol and EV motors. So it's not like the diesel-y, vibraty, jig experience that we have on a bigger diesel car. Then we also have a lot of space. A longitudinally mounted turbo diesel 4-wheel drive will have a big center tunnel to house the big 4-wheel drive system. Pero in this, look oh, instead of a ginormous transmission tunnel, you have the 2-level cubby thing going on here. It's that spacious. Sobrang dami kong borlole pwede ilagay dito. Then, since the 1.5 liter engine is mounted transverse, we also don't need a long engine bay. So look how much space forward I have. Hindi ko maabot yan. The firewall is quite far away from me. Then usually, syempre, pag 4-wheel drive, you have a drive shaft pad that usually goes to the back to power the rear wheels. Pero dito wala. So as mentioned earlier, hanggang sa rear, wala tayong drive shaft tunnel. So even the passengers sa second row, sa gitna, will not be complaining kasi wala siyang hump na kailangan niya iwasan pag nakaupo siya doon. It's all flat. So thanks to that, all the passengers have a lot of room. Then we have the sheer size of the car that makes the ride really comfortable. Remember, we need to propel all of this car. Imagine mo, all of these luxuries and the gas consumption of a tiny econo car. Sounds like a pretty solid deal to me. Kasi if you had like a strictly petrol engine system in one of these, carrying all this weight, all of these posh features, probably nasa 4 to 5 kilometers per liter lang tayo dapat eh. But no, we're doing 12.5 kilometers per liter in this really heavy traffic. So considering everything, it's actually really tipid. So sulit. The BAIC B30e Dune is such a nice drive. It's so well put together. The NVH is quite good. All the driving controls are direct. There are no unnecessary rattles or chassis flexing at all. You have power on demand. The ride is really comfortable. And its weightedness feels so good and elegant. Parang it's like having a perfectly weighted pen na it rides all buttery smooth and it feels so good to grip. Yun ang vibe niya. Super sarap gamitan. Siguro my only complaint right now is wala pa yung Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in the specific unit. But I know they're working on that update as we speak. That and maybe upgrade the speakers a bit. Anyways, yun lang. Still to. Hindi ko abot eh. Alam nyo, ano laki ng kotse kaya, hindi ko na magawa yung outro natin. Tsaka ano, baka laos na kasi ilang years na natin ginagawa. So, bye! Fade to black.